Hello and welcome to the Bare Knuckle Casual. It's Friday, and like every other Friday, we here like to talk about bare knuckle. Now, before we went forward, I just like to mention that I'd like to thank anyone that's liked or subscribed to my channel or on my Instagram pages. I just like my stuff over there. Really appreciate any interaction I get with the fighters within the BKFC and within general bare knuckle. Okay, so really appreciate that. So anyway, today we're going to talk about the last card, the Nashville card. Okay, the first time BKFC was in Nashville, right? And then we're going to talk about the upcoming card. Okay, which is in Hammond, alright, and instant card. These fight nights, I'm telling you, these fight nights are good. They're turning out to be really good, like, you know that. It's not the title, a lot of these events that have titles, which are good, of course, we know that. But these fight nights, I'm telling you, last week's fight night was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? A lot of underdogs winning last weekend, I have to say that. Fair play to Trey Martin, have to say, fair fucking play to you, boy. But anyway, look at, and we're going to do best this week as well, by the way. So, for the upcoming Hammond card, okay, which will be on in a few hours. I, unfortunately, won't be watching it. I'll have to wait till fucking Saturday to watch it. I'm going to Team Park tomorrow in the morning, so, in Ireland, and, yeah, I'm not going to stay up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to watch that fight. I'd love to, but no, not going to do that. So we're going to watch it on record on the BKFC app, right? So I'm going to the Team Park in the morning, and then when I get home, I'm going to stick it on, and hopefully if you last my call around, I will watch it. And I'll show a few I'll introduce the BKFC to a few more new people, alright, see what I think about it. But if you've noticed, I've been in the Black Fords there on Saturday last week, and I got a bit of a stock in for the Fords Irish Stout. So before we talk about the rest of the fight coming up, and last week's fight, and there's an awful lot of stuff coming up, an awful lot of events being announced lately, so it's starting to get pretty interesting now within the BKFC, I have to say, you know. So before we go any further, I'm going to dunk one of these Fords Irish Stouts into this glass, and we'll see how we get on with that, alright? So, she's lively. She's a lively one. She's lively. No, that's alright. We can handle that. Alright. Huh? A wild one, that's one. A wild one, so she was. But we were tamed now. She's alright. She's alright. Oh, look at that. Came out of the wild, but steadied herself when she came out. Happy days. But anyway, look at so that Nashville card, headline Tony Loco Soto, and unfortunately to see him retiring. But then I think, unfortunately for Tony Soto, I'm sure he might back at some stage. But there's not a great point here, by the way. We can't, I don't think we do a split F on this one. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a wee sip of this one. Alright. Okay. And tame that head a wee bit. Alright. So like what we normally do here, is what we do is that we don't label them things, I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna label it. We like to split the F. We like to split the F around here before we go any further. Alright, so we're going to do that here tonight. Alright, like usual. So we're going to top this up, get it up to the top of the glass, and then we're going to try and split the F. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah. There you go. Alright. Yeah, so we got a lot of underdogs last weekend. You know what I mean? I think the Riviera has got a bit of a awakening call, we say. You know what I mean? And a lot of controversy over the 6th round. A lot of people said that maybe that's introduced us to get Riviera to win that fight. Some people saying it was legitimate. Reckon it was level on the 5th round. And normally six rounds only come within the well, it's a championship fight. You know what I mean? Within the BKFC. So. So I just got to top this up just a wee bit. Alright. Maybe a bit fair. Alright. So, cheese up. Now we're sucking these, lads. Now we're sucking these. Now we're right. Now we're right. Now we're going to be able to split the F. That's the job now, lads. Nice dome on that too. Now, if you just don't mind, I'm just going to light a wee quick fag here for them, wait for that to settle. We're going to do the bets here for the upcoming card, the Hammond card. A lot of good fights on that, I have to say. Arnold Adams, it's good to see, and Steve Banks, good to see them out again. Now, I don't think they're in a position to become I don't think they're in a position to fight for a belt again. But at the same time, nice to see lads like that out again. You know what I mean? So, what we're going to do, before we start talking about the Nashville card, give it a run through on that. And we're going to talk about the upcoming Hammond card. And loads of cards coming up now lately now, I tell you. It's going to get pretty busy around here for the next while, okay? So, we pretty much need to buckle up here. And of course, we have Conor McGregor fighting in about 2 weeks at this stage now. So, that's gonna be exciting, right? So, okay, before we go any further, we're gonna split this put this white line down in the middle of them two lines and that F. Alright? If you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about. If this is the first time you're here, well then, this is what we do before we go any further, alright? Okay, so. Jesus. Just below it. Just below it, that's alright. But look at, thanks for watching this part of the video. We'll see you on the other side. We start talking about the upcoming cards and so on like that, alright? Okay, so the headline fight featured BKFC Fight Night Nashville recap. The headline fight featured veteran Tony Loco Soto, taking on JC Delano. Coming into the fight, Soto had the experience edge, but Delano showed from the opening bell that he wasn't intimidated. After a competitive opening stretch, Delano began finding his timing and landed the cleaner, heavier shots. As the damage piled up, Soto simply couldn't answer back, and the fight was stopped at the end of the 3rd round. JC Delano gets the TKO victory, probably the biggest win of his BKFC career so far. That's a huge statement in one of BKFC's deepest divisions. Another fight worth talking about was Trey Martin. Before this video on to where Trey Martin was fighting. I hope we put on a show for y'all. God bless you all, man. Oh, what a dog. Big dog. Trey Martin. Big dog, huh? So, yeah, another fight worth on was Trey Martin. I guarantee you the promotion wasn't too fond of Trey Martin win this fight. They definitely wanted Riviera to win this fight. But Trey Martin put on him. And A lot of people say it was very level in the third round, or by the fifth round, and but there's conflicting views on why they put on a sixth round. But yeah, fair play to Trey Martin, walking dog, did the business, so fair play to him. Martin edged the extra round and earned the unanimous decision after overtime. Those are exactly the kind of fights that make these are the exact fights that make BKFC unique. One more round to settle it instead of controversial draws. Joby Steffensmeister also picked up a split decision victory over Robert Fitzpatrick in another close contest battle. Overall, Nashville Direct delivered exactly what BKFC's fans wanted. Lots of finishes, competitive matches, and a loud crowd. And another successful expansion into the brand new market. Okay, so in case this is the first time you've seen this, I normally go to do the bets for the... I put on bets for the upcoming cards for the BKFC, whatever it is. And upcoming Hammond card, I'm throwing on bets for this one. And bear in mind, make sure you only bet what you can afford. Alright, so it's only a bit of crack here. I like to do it for the YouTube channel, you know. But there's a guy here called Bro Fight MMA. Puts out great stuff about the fights, or upcoming BKFC fights, and he does his predictions for the fight. Now, I didn't watch this video yet, and I'm just watching it now. Well, I'm going to watch it now with yous. And he does, at the end of his videos, he does like a quick pick, pretty much. And I've already picked the guys I picked, and I'm going to see if he's picking the same guys as me or not. Alright? Okay, so we're going to put him on here for you now. Okay, see what you think.
They call them free views over in BKFC. First 3 fights are going to be free over on BKFC's YouTube channel.
Now,
First one, welterweight bout, you have Travis Smith versus Tony Pike. Going to be taking Tony Pike here, average confidence.
Now, I checked the BKFC app. Unfortunately, I think maybe Tony Pike and Travis Smith may not be on at this stage, because I was trying to bet them myself, and there was no option to bet on either one. But if I had been betting, I would have picked Pike. I think Pike looked a bit fresher, you know what I mean? Looked like Travis Smith was cut way too much weight, you know what I mean? Made him actually look weak. It was skin and bone, basically, you know what I mean? So, I mean, see what Pro Fight MMA picked here anyway, okay? Yeah, 20 Pikes. That would be the same as me now, you know?
Number 3 ranked Natalie Gage versus Alexandra Lopez.
Okay, so on this one, just before Pro Fight MMA decides to make a decision here, on this one, I have Lopez, alright?
Natalie Gage here, low confidence.
Alright. Big conflicting there. So division. On this one here, I'm going with Mendoza, because I think there was like a serious odds of Mendoza, so it's worth a chance, you know what I mean? And judging by last week's card, considering most underdogs won, you gotta take a chance with the BKFC or the Bare Knuckle when it comes to underdogs, you know?
You have Anthony Mendoza versus Branko Busick. Going to be taking Branko Busick here, low confidence.
Like Branko Busick definitely looks like a more of a bare knuckle fighter. You know what I mean? He's got good luck for it, but anyway, we on to the next one. On this one here, McGregor. I went with McGregor on this one. You can't. This guy has a bit of a look in his eyes to, to win this fight now. So we'll see what Pro Fight MMA has to say.
You have Casey Moses versus Martez McGregor. Going to be taking Martez McGregor here.
Well done, yeah.
Confidence.
That's us. We matched up on that one.
Featherweight division, you have Steve-O Morris taking on Brandon Meneses.
Okay, so on this one, I'm picking Brandon Menez. Alright? Let's see what Profile MMA has to say.
Going to be taking Steve-O Morris here, low confidence. Next up, light heavyweight division, Thomas Angeloff versus Jojo Shalisky. Going to be taking Thomas Angeloff here.
I went for Jojo on this one. Alright?
High confidence. Bantamweight bout, you have Ronnie Hauser versus Justin Street. Going to be taking Ronnie Hauser here, low confidence.
Yeah, I'm the same on that one. Two very equal fighters, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Just looking at the weigh-ins, Ronnie Hauser just looked a bit more confident, you know what I mean? But then, yeah. That's not what
Next up, heavyweight bout, you have Gabriel Mota versus Alex Davis. Going to be taking Gabriel Mota here, low confidence.
I was basically going to go for Alex on this one, but then looking at the odds and that, there's better odds of Mota, so I'm definitely going for Mota. Just going by last week's card, you definitely got to give the underdogs a chance, you know?
Light heavyweight bout, Brandon
Okay,
Conley
so
versus Aubrey.
Before both MMA says anything, I'm just going to go for Conley on this one. Definitely Conley. But you never know. You never know. Alright? But definitely Conley, I'm going for him on this one.
Mendonça. Going to be taking Brandon Conley here, average confidence. Next up, co-main event, heavyweight bout, Arnold Adams versus...
Now, on this one, this is a bit conflicting for me. I think the two of these fighters are pretty equal in some ways. You know, both of them gas out easy enough. Both of them probably are not technical as much as it should be. But Banks, there was good odds on Banks, so I went for Banks, okay?
Eve Banks, going to be taking Arnold Adams here, low confidence. And main event for this week.
On that one, Arnold Adams is definitely probably the more skilled boxer. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a fair pick there on that one. But we'll check out this next one, see what's both fight down. The main event.
BKFC Fight Night Indiana card, Cameron Van Camp versus Gregoris Cisneros, who is debuting from BKB. I'm going to be taking Cameron Van Camp here.
Yeah, I went with Van Camp. Good odds in a believe it or not, do you know what I mean? So, happy days, like, but look at, we'll be interested to see now who you know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see now how it works out. If both fighter and me gets better picks to me, or if I get better picks to him, it's only for a bit of crack anyway, you know what I mean? So, look, at the end of the day, make sure, if you're betting, make sure you only bet when you can afford to lose, alright? It's only a bit of crack, alright? So, we'll turn the camera around and we'll go to the rest of the cards that's coming up, okay?
That's going to do it for my picks. Bro Fight MMA out.
Well done, Bro Fight MMA. Fucking legend, that man. So, if you've made it to this far in the video, really appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching. BKFC Hammond should be a good show, you know what I mean? We definitely made the bets on that, so it'll make it a bit more interesting, you know that? So next up is BKFC Liberty Brawl, Ben Bonner and Austin Trout. A highly anticipated event there, you know that? And then we got, just have a quick look, Sarah Shelby, Britton Hart. I think that's a fight that people have been wanting for a long time, so thank God that's happening now. And Gabrino versus Richmond. It'd be a good test for Gabrino on that one, you know what I mean? But that is, and Bostwick, then that's going to be an epic card. I'm going to get in touch with him about getting a video made for him. But and Sullivan, I'm not too sure why Sullivan's back there, but maybe he's going to try to prove us wrong, you know what I mean? So, look at, and Ludlow, Alex Ludlow as well. So, a serious card, that one there, you know. Things are definitely going to start heating up for BKFC, you know that? And that's one example that the BKFC Liberty Brawl. The BKFC Liberty Brawl comes some and BKFC Naples. Lorenzo Hunt's on that. Danny Christie's on that. So Uruguay. BKFC Newcastle. Haven't mentioned that for the what you call it, the Manchester card yet, but it's probably too far right. Do anything with that. But Sturgis, Atchison versus Jones, epic. That's going to be fucking unreal. So look at, and then obviously Kai Stewart and Henry Gigalati. They're going to be fighting now in Boston. That is going to be Fenway Park. That's an amazing achievement there. And I'm not going to say now who we're going to think who I think is going to win that, but we'll find out later on as the weeks come along. When that event comes up, we'll decide who's going to win that. But look, listen, thanks so much for watching the video. Really appreciate it. And the Bare Knuckle Casual out.